Here we have a 2004 Honda Pilot, and we're replacing the dual linear shift solenoid. So you can see we've got the new one here, nice and clean. It's a dual linear shift solenoid, and it sits right up on top of the transmission there. I already have the old one pulled off. You can see it's a little bit beat up, corroded, just a couple miles on it. You can see the inside there. To get at it, you're going to want to remove the battery tray, which is right there. There's 3 bolts on the battery tray. The first one is up here in the back. The second one is just down below on that frame rail thing. Those 2 have to be removed. It's not bad, they're 12 millimeter socket. The third one is right at the tip of my finger there. You do not have to remove that, you just have to loosen it. The battery tray is actually notched, so if you loosen that and you take out those 2 bolts, you can pull the tray right out. It's pretty easy. There's just a couple cables that are attached to the tray, this one, as well as the ABS 4-wheel drive, like a mini fuse box here that is also attached to the battery tray. Once you get that out of the way, it opens up this whole area where the dual linear shift solenoid is located, and you can see it mounts right on the top there. There are 6 bolts. They look like this. They are 10 millimeters. It's a little bit easier if you have an extender to kind of give you some distance above the top, because there are some ridges here, and these things can kind of get in the way as well. But there are 6, so those 6 need to be removed, and once you have it out, it's going to have 3 little, it almost look like used shell casings, but these little casings fit in the 3 holes you can see running diagonally there. 1, 2, 3. Those sit in those holes, and if you took them out and you don't remember which way you took them out, the little ridge, if you can see that little ridge, is at the bottom. So that little ridge goes in first. It sits down like that. So if you took them out, you're not really sure which way they go. They go in with a ridge at the bottom, and they also have a screen inside, which is kind of cool. If you can see there, it filters out some gunk. So when I took these out, they were pretty packed full of stuff. So I just basically took them and got some brake cleaner, and I cleaned them out. They're all, you can see through all the metal mesh there. They're good to go. So I'm gonna drop those back in there, use the new O-rings, new gasket, and the shift solenoid back on top there. So that's a pretty simple job, just a big thing, battery out, of course. Remove the battery tray, and then you're going to have a pretty decent access. 6 bolts, 10 millimeter bolts, remove those. Linear shift solenoid pops out. This can be a little tricky because it's been stuck to the top of the transmission for so long that you have to kind of break the seal around the edge. So even once you get the bolts out, it might not come off very easy. Sometimes you've got to tap it a little bit or use a little bit of force to kind of nudge it off there. Just be careful. This one came off after a couple taps to the top there, just some light taps, and it was able to break it free. Removed it off, and we're good to go. So just reverse everything I said and you should be golden. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them below. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck with your project. Have a great day.